Let's take 5 minutes with the Amana Smart Thermostat. It's time to take 5 with the Amana Smart Thermostat. Today, let's look at the Amana Smart Thermostat and let's go to our system optimization. That is the 4th in our series of things we'll look at. Now, somebody might ask, and I've been asked this question, hey Gary, what are optional tests? When I'm setting up a unit or I'm going out to a unit and I want to see what's wrong with the unit, or a customer might have told me, hey, in this mode it doesn't work, okay? So what I can do, let's take a look at our thermostat. I can hit optional test. Okay, when I look at optional test, it tells me 4 different things. It tells me I have a cooling test, a fan test, a heat pump test, and an electric heat test. What that is going to do, the reason it comes up this way is because it sees what is hooked to the unit. Now, if I had a furnace and a coil, then at that time it would give me different tests. Of course, this one's hooked up to a heat pump, so it's going to give me the test that the heat pump is capable of. When I'm looking in here, let's just say that I go in here and I say heat pump. So I'm going to the heat pump and it says run test. It will run the unit in heat mode just in the heat pump. That will give you any time you can come in, and let's just say that I run it in heat. It says test is running. You can see up there it says test is running, a little circle is spinning. So what we do there is we have it to where that it is running in heat pump mode. I can go out, make changes, run my test. I can look at it with my D-checker, which is another thing that we'll show on here one day. The D-checker, I'm looking at the D-checker. This thing should be running in heat pump mode. My EEV on this unit in heat pump mode is going to be my superheat. It's going to be 7. If I don't see 7 on my superheat, then I've got something wrong, because this EEV has been tuned to run at 7. Now when I say my EEV, it will be the outdoor EEV, of course, because it's in heat mode. It will be my outdoor EEV, and it should be tuned to a 7 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is tuned to that. Now, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say stop. So I've hit stop on my heat pump run test. I'm going to back out. I could do the exact same thing for cooling, if my finger works. And I can sit here and I can say run test. Now, it's going to take a minute because this is an inverter. It has a compressor that will not hurt itself, so it's going to have a little bit of time, just like our older units, our standard units. It's going to have a delay. So it's going to have that delay, and once it cuts it on, it's going to run, and I can go in there and test everything. I can look at it, if I've got my D-checker hooked up or I'm looking at my superheat is going to be at 9. It is going to be 9 degrees. So I'm looking for 9 degrees superheat, and if it isn't, then maybe I have something wrong with my EEV. If I do have one, then I can check my subcool. My subcool can be checked with the chart inside the book. I hope that you always leave the charts and the book with the unit so that the next technician that comes out can see those. So we can go in here, say we're done. We just push stop. We go back out. And I can run any test I want. Now, if you sit there and you say, hey, Electric heat, can I just run electric heat? Absolutely. You can go before you leave that customer's house and you can say, I want to run electric heat, make sure it's running. If the customer says, hey, I'm not getting electric heat, you can push that and see why. That might be that you went into that defrost that you didn't turn on and you need to go and turn it on. This gives you a good chance to run each and every thing that you need to run test-wise before you leave that customer.